Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with a new story. The name of the story is What If Naruto the Wish? And yeah guys, it is an interesting idea that I got. Anyways, this is the best title I could come up with. And yeah, moving onwards, I hope I can better that. And make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my both channels because I have a lot of interesting ideas. As for why I took the 2 days off, I was just, dealing with life. I got bit by 2 bees. I was kind of, minding my own business and happened to pass by while on an early morning walk near a nest. And yeah, they were not happy and they left me a few gift marks. My face was swollen, so yeah, I was dealing with fever as well after that. First time in my life I got bitten, and let's just say it was a world of pain for some time. After that, it just swelled like a balloon. Anyways, enough of me yapping. Without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Our story begins in Konoha Gakure no Sato, on the night of the Kyubi attack, as we go towards the said village front lines, in which we see the shinobis were battling for their life and were only asking one question while doing so. Why the hell were they doing this, and where the hell was their Hokage? Because right now their retired old man Hokage Hiruzen Sarutobi was there, hyping them up, and they were being flung left and right like ragdolls because the enemy they were facing, the strongest Biju, not some army they could deal with. And that was not confident building, because seeing their comrades flying left and right while your Hokage yaps about strength and unity, yeah, it does not motivate that much. But you have no other, choice but to fight. And so they prayed for a miracle that arrived in the form of a huge toad that literally headbutted the already angry Biju, causing most of the people to facepalm and literally shit themselves. As the Biju, now even more enraged, looked towards the toad and lunged towards him. "Kid, I'll be able to hold on for a few seconds. Do what you gotta do." And that was the moment people of Konoha knew they messed up badly. Hiruzen Sarutobi, seeing this as a chance, left a shinobi in charge who was cursing his luck for standing right next to the retired Hokage, and went straight towards Minato Namikaze, who had arrived. "What the hell is going on, Minato? I thought you had everything under control." I did. I am trying to. Is this what you called under control? People dying? Look, I didn't want them to die. But what the hell were you supposed to do with them? Keep them safe. How? Look, there was an attack. I don't have much time to explain. I'm already stressed as it is. Then what are you gonna do? Wait, is that a child? Said Hiruzen as his gaze finally fell towards the child that was placed there. What are you doing with the baby here? I'm gonna make him into a Jinchuriki. Are you insane? The Biju, it's gonna kill us all, and you're trying to experiment? I have no other choice. He's my son and Kushina's. He's an Uzumaki. He'll be able to take care of it. Are you sure? I hope so. You hope so. Minato, we're gonna have a long talk after this. Yeah, but for that to happen, we need to do something. So let me focus. And so Minato was let to focus. And then he came up with a brilliant idea. Yeah, I've decided. Decided on what? I'm gonna use the Reaper Death Seal. What? What do you mean you're gonna use the Reaper Death Seal? That is the only answer to all the problems here. And without explaining, Minato began to draw the seal pattern there and then summon the Shinigami before Hiruzen could say anything. As Minato, while making a deal, said these words as well in the end though, in addition. "Please, I want you to protect my son. Anything. Please." And the Shinigamis, its word were, "I will owe him a wish, and when he comes of the age, and when I arrive, he will be granted that wish." And with that being said, Minato's life was taken, and the deal was made. Nobody knew why Shinigami was so generous. Well, by nobody, I mean Hiruzen knew. As after that we see, the people begin to celebrate. Celebrate that they have won. Silence! Can't you see our Hokage has died? A lot of our comrades have died. Some of the civilians have died as well. Many of them are injured as well. Go and gather them. First we mourn, and then we rebuild. There is no time for celebration. And so the Anbus left. They were still glad though that they were able to survive. As Hiruzen looked towards the dead body of Minato, which was laying on the ground. You damn idiot. Leaving me in this mess. Wait, where is Kushina? And suddenly looking to his left, he found a woman half dead standing there, almost looking like the ghost girl that came out from the TV from the Ring movie. As Hiruzen's heart almost jumped out. Dear Kami, what are you afraid of? It's me, you damn old man. Jeez, Kushina, you scared the crap out of me. Wait, you're alive? Of course I am. Where's my bastard of a husband? Well, he's dead. What? Look down. As both of them did, Minato was laying down there with a peaceful smile. This bastard, said Kushina, kicking him into the ribs. Taking our child? Wait, where is my son? Oh, he's right here. As Kushina picked up her child and hugged him. My baby. He did something to him, didn't he? Yeah, he did made him into a Jinchuriki, said Hiruzen, trying to cheer her up. As Kushina looked towards him with a deadpan expression. I'm gonna kill him when I see him. What? As after that we see, cut to the next morning, Kushina Uzumaki was on life support because she was in a critical condition. Turns out giving birth and after that, having the biju ripped out of you who has lived most of its life within you and you've gotten used to it, and then having to walk on your own feet to collect your own son would leave a huge strain on your body. And so, now Hiruzen was rubbing his temples. Dear Kami, what in the living hell is going on here? And then came the cherry on top as an envoy arrived. Okage-sama? Yes, what is it? It's still being weird called that after all these years. You were only retired for 9 months. Yes, sorry. What is it? Well, you have been called to the council chamber already? Yes. And so Hiruzen arrived there, leaving the mother and son in that room. Once he arrived, he found that the whole chamber was filled to the brim with people, civilians, shinobis, and the elders alike. This meeting is in session, said Hiruzen after taking his seat. First of all, I would like to ask a few questions from our dear Hokage. How is Kushina doing? And how did the Biju escape? From what I could gather, she and Minato were attacked alongside the others in the facility by a masked person who kidnapped their son and demanded Kushina. Minato and Kushina had no other choice but to cooperate, but the man deceived them. And after that, he escaped with Kushina by throwing the child away, leaving Minato to gather him and exploding the place. I see. So he was able to unseal the Kyuubi. How? I thought that the seal was secured by Mito-sama. It is, but it is a known common seal for the Jinchurikis, and that is why the key could be forged and created. Or, if you have a dojutsu, you can break through it, such as Sharingan. As Fugaku Uchiha stood up, Okage-sama, with all due respect, sir, this is a slander. We have never done anything against Konoha, but we never will. I know, Fugaku, and I'm not pointing fingers at you. All I'm saying is there is someone out there that is trying to frame the Uchiha clan, or someone out there that possesses the power of the Uchiha clan. Both scenarios are not good. We need to find him, contain him, ask some question, and then execute him for the deaths he have caused. Said Danzo as everyone agreed, even Hiruzen. But now my next question is, and I say this on behalf of Konoha, where in the hell is Kyuubi? Using the Reaper Death Seal, Minato made a deal with the Shinigami, the goddess of death. In exchange for his soul, he had Shinigami guaranteed that the Kyuubi will be sealed within his infant child that was born yesterday. He is with his mother. Then I asked the council to let me train the child and raise him. His mother is already in a comatose state, not fit to raise the child. We need a perfect Jinchuriki, a strong one, so that we cannot let happen what has happened yesterday night again. You do know that Kushina was a woman, right? And Mito-sama herself mentioned that female Jinchurikis tend to get weakened when They're about to give birth. And as for Naruto, last time I checked, he was a boy. So there is no point in you. But still, the point is there, Hiruzen. That Homura cutting in. What Danzo is saying is correct. The council needs someone who is strong. The village needs someone who is strong and capable. Minato's son or not, he has left with a duty to his home. And he must fulfill it whether he likes it or not. As Kushina with an IV drip attached to her arm walked there, bare feet, looking like still the ghost from the ring. As she literally sent chills down everyone's spine as she with her pale eyes looked towards everyone. If any one of you tries to take my child away, they would have to fight me first. I'm gonna shove this metal thingy into your ass and shove it out of your mouth. And a lot of butts were clenched after hearing that, collectively. It would be wise if you stay away from him, because I'm serious. And so, now we see, Kushina took her son home. And from there onwards, Konoha forgot about him because they had much bigger issues to worry about. And since the red hot-blooded habanero was back to her feet, there was no chance that she would not go through with her threats if they tried to take her son away by force. And so, now we see inside the Uzumaki household, Jiraiya was also arriving. As he arrived, I heard what happened, Kushina. How are you dealing with this? I'm doing just fine. That bastard Minato. I told him that don't make our son a Jinchuriki. But no, he had to make him a hero as well. Always one for Thretics. Hey Kushina, I know that you're mad, but you don't have to, what, drag his name? He didn't listen to me. One time I begged him for something and he didn't listen. Well, technically speaking, Kushina, you always were the one in command, so yeah, he kind of listened to himself first. Shut up! Yes, sorry about that, said Hiruzen, as Jiraiya continued. Listen, I know you're tired and exhausted. Minato must have left him the Jinchuriki for a reason because he trusted him. And only an Uzumaki is the one who is capable enough of holding the beat of bullshit. Anyone could have, it's just the Uzumakis were the first one to contain it. That is why it was our duty from then onwards, wasn't it? Yes. What do you want from me? Be honest. It's about the prophecy. What? My husband died. I almost died myself. And now I have to raise my child alone, and you come here and ask me about some bullshit of a prophecy from a opium drinking toad who barely gets up? Yeah, I guess. Leave before I shove your prophecy where the sun doesn't shine, Jiraiya. Damn, she's cranky. I told you. Said both of them. I can hear you both. Please leave, because I'm not in the mood right now. And once both of them left, Kushina sighed, rubbing her temples as her baby squirmed. There now, little Naruto. I'm gonna make sure I raise you fair and square. Because Konoha, they're gonna try to take advantage of you. And I'm gonna make sure, just out of spite of your father, that they would never. And so, that is what Kushina did. As 8 years have gone by, as Naruto was seen lazing around in his home. And the whole council did not appreciate that much. Kushina and Naruto both had enough money from, well, Minato's pension as well as their savings that both of them could live their lives happily. And Naruto, to be honest, was raised from the beginning like a prince, so he did not have to work, so he really didn't. That is, until we see the council got fed up. As in the council chamber, Danzo Shimura was raging. Enough is enough, Hiruzen. You told us that the boy will come to his senses and would follow in his father's footsteps. He denied the academy, even when we presented him the ladder to the silver platter. Do you know how many people die just to get in? Would sell their souls just to get in? Yeah, we're not starting a cult or anything, Danzo. We're just running a shinobi academy. The only reason they fail is because they don't have what it takes. That doesn't matter. What I'm trying to say is, why doesn't him, he who is a prodigy, he who is a son of a prodigy, won't admit himself? Shina doesn't want him to. But he's our Jinchuriki! Why are you not listening to the words that were forming in my mouth? I am, Danzo, I am. It's just, there's nothing I can do. He's under Uzumaki's law, and by their laws, since clans come first, so yeah. Sorry, buddy. I can't do much. First of all, I'm not your buddy, he reasoned. Second of all, I will have him sued for this. What? Listen, I'm not gonna even argue with that. If you want to bring this to the daimyo, do it yourself. Then I gladly will. The elders went on their own way to threaten Kushina and Naruto in their home. Listen to me. If your son doesn't cooperate with us, he will be sued. And your all pension and money that you take from us will be taken away. Go ahead, geezer, try it, said Naruto. And so they did, as the daimyo was involved and was brought even in, as Naruto was presented there. As Danzo gave his case first, esteemed daimyo-sama, I have called this council very shamefully, because I have been troubled with the most toughest decision, and that is the security of Konoha and the Land of Fire. Our Jinchuriki Naruto Uzumaki refuses any ounce of training to follow in his footsteps. He is our last line of defense, and yet he is the one who is lazing around, denying his destiny. I urge you all to take him into the custody and train him properly. More like brainwash. Enough, Naruto. You will speak when your turn comes, son. Go on, Danzo-san. Finish your, appeal. And after yapping about prosperity and why it was needed, Danzo finally settled down. Good point made by Danzo. Now, if you have any points to counter that, Naruto, what would you say? Esteemed daimyo-sama, I can only say this. I am an orphan boy. I did not ask to be the one to be made into a Jinchuriki, and yet I was. Wasn't I? Objection, my lord. Enough, Danzo. You had your fill. Now let the boy speak. And so, Danzo was forced to sit down, as he gritted his teeth, knowing that the boy was about to do something that was going to let him slip away from his hands again. As Naruto spoke, my father, he gave everything for this village. My mother, she gave everything she had for this village. The past 3 wars, there was not a single use of Jinchuriki by us. Konoha stood on its own feet by its own self. As everyone agreed, even the people of Konoha agreed. Then why all of a sudden now? Does Danzo-san here, I have to ask, alongside the council, is orchestrating something? Are they planning a war? Or are they trying to overthrow you? Why would they want a Jinchuriki trained? To be honest, Naruto-san, it is not a bad thing if you train. That is, if I wish to become a shinobi, isn't it? This is in the constitution and law of Konoha, by the way. I read that if the person doesn't want to become a shinobi, he's not to be forced. I don't want to become a shinobi. And I fall into the categories of the Uzumaki law. Mind I remind you, your mother was an Uzumaki herself, daimyo-sama. Objection, my lord. He's trying to pull clan in. Overruled. And by Uzumaki's law, if we think about it as clansmen, what would you say? Family comes first, and family is clan. I rest my case. As after thinking for a moment and having a debate, the daimyo overruled Danzo's appeal and let Naruto walk free. And once it was said and done, Danzo was gritting his teeth while everyone else was literally scratching their head. How in the hell did this lazy boy convince the daimyo that he did not want to do anything with them? As Kushina was happy that her son was finally free from the clutches of Konoha, but she was wrong, because Konoha began to nag them to the point that they had had enough. But one thing they all had forgotten, and that was the wish that Shinigami promised. Naruto stumbled upon it accidentally as the Shinigami itself was summoned, while having enough of people of Konoha tormenting them. And so, now we see, Shinigami demanded, why have you summoned me? Are you ready to take your wish, my dear boy? What? What wish? As after the explanation was given to Naruto, Naruto smirked, as he then said, I want all those people who want to start a war, cause a war, or even harm a single soul to disappear, like they never existed. Ah, more souls for me, and more peace to the world. Only human? Any soul, whether it be some alien or whatnot, agreed upon. And with that, the wish was fulfilled. And Naruto didn't realize that he wiped out the Otsutsuki god and the whole damn clan alongside the Ten-Tail Menace, as well as Danzo, Akatsuki, Orochimaru, as well as Gato and beings as such as them. Everything that spoke and oozed of war was gone, like Thanos snapped by Shinigami. As Naruto, once said and done, went back to his bed as Shinigami disappeared, not even realizing what he has done. And after that, Konoha itself was confused. Where in the hell did half of the council went? And not only Konoha, but the rest of the elemental nation as well was confused because some of the daimyos, some of the kages, and the whole councils were gone missing, as if they never was there. And there were no signs of kills or any infiltration whatsoever. At first, people tried to blame one another, but in the end, they couldn't blame it. And so, realizing that everyone was facing the same problem, they decided to, you know what, forget about it and let's move on. In peace this time around. And so, peace was established and the elemental nations, as introverts living next door to each other, went on about their day, minding their own business, as Naruto and Kushina did. While Konoha, they stopped pestering them and focused on what they have lost and rebuilding it. All unintentionally done because of the wish that was left behind thanks to Minato and was fulfilled by Naruto. As this is where I will be leaving this wacky story off, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and follow me on my Meta What If channel as well. And yeah, I promise tomorrow will be, I guess, a short movie or a movie. I'll try my best to see what I can do. But yeah, I right now need to get back into my rhythm, so for that to happen, I am uploading a story on both channels. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one, as this is Apollo Uchiha and I'm signing off for the day. Peace!